We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Jets. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now a run. Here's the rookie from Penn State. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. 26-yard line.
Here we go. Good. 19 instruction. 11.
Now it's Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. You look at this Bears defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Don't jump. Ready? Turn around, sir. Alpha.
Fields now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
What is up?
Now the first carry here for the running back. A hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go, we got Biggie Falls.
Right back to him on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a carry for Allen. 7 yards on the pickup there. That'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Jets in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
331.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Here we go. You good? Go.
Back to throw. Fields. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now Fields going to run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete here.
They'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
3-19, right. Sit high.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. So getting 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Third and 3.
Yep. Here we go. I'm good. Go.
Here's Fields. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Hey, volunteer, volunteer, volunteer.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On play action, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. Here's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Angel. Here we go, son. 551, 12 go. Hey, can, press it.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, can.
To throw is Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Monday.
Back to throw. Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go, son. Out, green 19, got one.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going up top for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake, it's Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Down to the 25. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Third down at 6. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ahmad Gardner finishing off the corner blitz. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Some money, y'all. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. On the right side, this is Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Here we go. 319. Hey, Ken. Extend. Hey, Ken. Go.
Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Hey, Ken.
Fields throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
At the 1-yard line.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. We good. Nelson. Easy. Right.
Now Allen. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well,
this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 222, 222. Chip slant. Watch right.
From the gun, here's Fields. This one deep for Wilson. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go, son. Green knife. Eat you. Hey, Jan. Right.
Operating from the gun, Fields. He finds Wilson. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40s before it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Easy.
To the air again, Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Green 19, Jets. Mayday.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Play action. Now Williams. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They'll go play action here with Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why to continue to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Bears.
What is that?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Now it's Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. That one taken in by Coleman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Don't jump. Hey, what? Nice. Alpha, 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 alpha.
Fields now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's another Jets.
First
down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. West right zip. Blue 58, blue 58, set. Set high.
Back to throw, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker. Give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Extend. Here we go, son. Right.
Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
And one last throw here for Fields. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season.